Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. Alright, so we're still looking for a way to become level 13 so that we can take the fight back to the Magisters who, well, I guess butchered Fabrosi and his comrades in an alternate universe? Not quite sure if there's really a way for us to get to level 13 without getting into a tussle with these guys right now. So I'm actually kind of thinking maybe we'll try exploring somewhere else. Like, we've never been to Stone Garden or Riker's Rest and whatnot. Or up here by Paradise Downs. And I know it's a little bit of a backtracking and whatnot, but you know what? Let's actually go back to the Paladin Bridgehead and then try out the Stone Garden area, because I never really explored that little tract of land. So I don't know. This could backfire. This could also be a ginormous waste of time, and I do kind of hate myself for having used that word. Guy Falchard?
We showed them. Yes, we did. We showed them how to die.
Nod gravely. He certainly did show the enemy how to die.
We'll win this war yet, brother. We'll win it yet.
So what's with these, like, random dead dudes? Are they just for me to, like, absorb their souls or whatever? Or what's the dealio? Like, I'm noticing a lot more of these, like, random dead dudes ever since we got source vampirism. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe that's the whole point. Also, here's the deer and the dead hunter that we found. A dirty note. Here lies a vagrant poacher who saw fit to slay my beloved pet stag for his meat and skin. The cur's prize will lie with him here forever, but the meat will never nourish him, nor will the pelt ever warm him. If you are reading this note, consider it a warning. Take from me, and I shall take tenfold from you. Riker. And we can get an antler bow.
The spirit of a poacher stands before you. He begs for mercy, but not from you. He has no eyes for you.
Well, I guess I got dolled up for nothing then.
Please, Master Riker. It was a mistake. I'd never have killed that deer, not if I knew who it belonged to.
Okay. So I'm assuming this Riker guy is not someone to be tussled with. Fair enough. And we're about to enter Stone Garden. And subsequently Riker's Rest? Who is this guy? Level 12. Hey, it's Tarquin. Hey, man.
Come to join the party.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, but you do get around, don't
Oh, you know it, girl.
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous smirk.
Hey, man, don't go around sniffing Fabrosi. It ain't good for you. Also, can we trade? I think he's still got all the shit that I sold him on the Lady Vengeance. Does he actually have anything new, though? Like, I know he's a big fan of mine. Except not a big fan of Losa's, it seems. Interesting. He does have a little bit of money, but I think it's because we stole all this, or we, not stole, but we sold him all this shit. And it does seem like he actually has some new stuff. So maybe it might be worth it to check his stock afterwards. Safe Haven. Wow, wee-wah. Holy crap-oly. Finesse, Constitution. Not bad. Not bad at all. Except, I kind of don't got the dough for it. Although, we could sell him all our shit right now. And then try to buy his stuff in return? Nah, fuck it.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is.
Wonder why he's outside the gates if he loves graveyard so much.
Ah, it's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker fellow, caught me nosing around, so he had them chase me off. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I'm stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the outskirts.
Don't tell that to Jahan. he might come in here and blast you in the ass for taking his mushrooms. That guy's like a fucking filthiest degenerate ever whenever it comes to mushrooms. As are you, apparently, with dead bodies.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
This is when having access to a godwoken might come in handy. You see, beyond the gates, there's something that my heart, such as it is set on.
Why does he say it that way, such as it is? Something very fishy about this guy. Eye him suspiciously, and what is that, pray tell?
Well, that's the gold-plated question it is. I dare say you'll enjoy this story.
I'd better.
Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say, anyway. Belonged to a family buried near here. The Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly.
If you're from Vancouver, the name Surrey does not exactly, I guess, entail positive images. And if you live in Vancouver, you obviously know why. But anyways.
Oh, Joanna was the last. The poor, poor, poor dear. Had no money, no children. Just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
Suggests he might have missed a clue somewhere in all those books he's read. Sounds like he spent a lot of time studying this family. Wonder if finding this heirloom was worth the trouble.
His coy grin freezes.
Hours spent on scholarship are never hours wasted.
Well, that's not exactly what I was saying, but...
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreeze. For a moment, he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us.
Grill him. He seriously knows nothing about this thing he wants to find. Say a lookout for this heirloom. Let's grill him a little bit. Yeah.
I've told you everything you need to... everything I know. What it is doesn't matter. What it does... well, if I am right, it will clean up quite an unholy mess. A mess we're both currently mired in.
He looks toward the graveyard.
Let's make this easy. I'll assume you've accepted my mission. You'll assume I give it in good faith. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive.
Right. Is there also going to be a lot of carjackings and whatnot?
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.
Jeez. Wow. Really laying it on thick with the puns there, aren't you? Alright, Tarquin. Fine, you, weird degenerate fuck. I'm gonna, go explore this place, and apparently these coffins are up for grabs. No one really, seems to mind, me going through this shit. An ancient human skull. Fantastic. Fabrosi maybe can actually replace it. Although I think,
not a silent monk.
in-
Seems just as blank.
Weird. Although in DOS 1 we found out that replacing a skull actually replaces the personality of the undead. Let me just quick say, what is happening here? There's a masked servant and a spirit of the masked servant. Let's talk to the masked servant first.
The masked servant does not speak. It only moans.
Interesting. What about the
At
spirit?
first glance, the spirit seems much like its host. Hollow, detached. Yet, in its eyes, you see something more ominous. Something not apparent before. Agony.
Ask the spirit if it's in pain. Reach out to console the spirit. Persuade the spirit to travel to the Hall of Echoes. Let's ask the spirit if it's in pain.
The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured. It is trapped. By what or by whom, you cannot say.
Well, I don't want to drain its source right now.
Spirits as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
I don't want to accidentally piss someone off, and we apparently have the head of an angelic statue, which apparently weighs nothing.
Here lies the body of Riona Lee. drowned in the flood of 83. A passing drifter tried to save her, and himself was dragged under.
Fantastic. Alright, well, I don't want to kill off the servants yet. Just in case they, you know, someone like the owner of this place gets, like, royally miffed or whatever. Ugh, these things again. Wait, what?
We're an example.
Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. Man, there's a lot to explore over here. Holy crap. Not quite sure another one of these guys. I'm assuming these guys don't really have much to say, right?
Servant.
Yeah.
The spirit cannot speak.
Okay. I suppose the, if you've met one masked servant, you've met them all. I don't think, they have unique, dialogue options. Alright. It's a bit of a maze, too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little lost right now.
Whoever is buried here must have been important.
Do we dare disturb the sarcophagi? Good grief. I'm a little lost, I'm not gonna lie, but I guess that's... you know what? That's actually, maybe that's just a part of the game, right? You know, it's just the whole sense of discovery and wonderment and ability to just go through a gate like the T-1000 from Terminator series. Oh, what's this?
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in.
Ew.
Come closer. I dare you.
Take a step ahead, you won't be intimidated by some mutt. Walk away slowly. I don't want to piss it off, so walk away slowly. Is he going to attack me for going through the various skeletones? Ah, Thane? Little late Christmas gift for you there, buddy.
Human graves. May the dead stay forever at rest.
And a hand water pump. What the hell did I just pick up? I didn't ask you to pick that up, Fabrosi. You already have a shovel, man. Unbelievable. Hand water pump. Oh, I see. You can just get water from that thing. Alright, well, maybe we'll come back to this dog in a bit. Because it seems like maybe there's something we can do with him? Possibly? Alright, Tarquin. Just stay there. Okay. We appear to be approaching some sort of house.
Within the stone garden's walls, peace be thy immortal fortune. Relieved of toil, free of indignity, until thou art called to serve.
Called to serve? Maybe this Riker fellow is a necromancer or something. Because that's Riker's rest. Ooh, who's this? Gravekeeper Farima. Hola, Farima. Doth thou hast a spirit? No?
The lizard hums tunelessly. Not a melody exactly, but more of a meandering moan.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees toward skies did aim.
Your eyes are so creepy. Holy shit. Tell the lizard you like her song, introduce yourself and ask who she is. Look around you, what can she tell you about this place? Let's just introduce ourselves.
Keeping watch, tending graves.
Listen to her song some more?
She ekes out a few more notes, then smiles at you with the innocence of a newborn.
It helps me remember where the dead go. Sometimes they don't stay where I put them. That's okay.
Right, reach out to her. Is she alright?
She flinches as you move closer.
No touching.
Okay.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence lasts for several seconds.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his things.
Query her about Riker.
She shivers and whispers.
Powerful sorcerer. Lives here, right in the garden. He can take the you from you. No brain, just body.
She points at her head.
The servants, they got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. Only way, kill Riker.
Step back, she wants you to kill Riker?
The servants, so lost, chained by Sorcerer Riker, but they can still go home to the hall. Set them free.
The ensuing silence lasts for several seconds, until she picks up the melody once again and turns away.
Okay, interesting, interesting. Huh. Right, so this Riker guy seems to be, either, I don't know, she says no brain, just body. So maybe he's in fact, lobotomizing them? I don't know. Or maybe he's just draining them of their source, kind of like the same way that the, Magisters were making, Magisters were making the silent monks or whatever, right? Possibly? Dog-chewed bones. These fresh bones bear the tooth marks of a small to middling-sized dog, and more besides. Beneath the little tooth marks, you can see dried venom and the swaddling of enormous cobwebs. Cobwebs? I don't know why I said it that way, but apparently...
Just when I think this land holds no more surprises, I find myself in some place even more dismal than the last.
Well, I didn't mean to speak to you, Fane, but sure.
Still, at least this is an interesting variation on dismal.
Okay, great, thanks. Sabine?
What?
Do you have anything to say? Tell Sabine you wonder how she ever managed to escape from her master.
Ha! A tale of cloaks and daggers and daredevilry. Are you up for it?
Yeah, sure. In this dank and dismal grave, sure.
Wonderful.
Graveyard, rather.
She bows with thespian flair.
Imagine a black room. It's been your room for years. You know it by touch more than sight, for it's always dark. And when I say always dark, I mean always dark. You're either in the room or in the box, for it's in the box that you travel. You're only let out at night, because you only hunt in the night, with the Master's voice in your ears urging you on. And after it's done, you lie down in the box once more, with wet hands and mad red thoughts.
Coughed nervously and say her tone earlier suggested a more lighthearted story. A box? How is she even still sane? Laugh. She's making this up, isn't she? I guess the first option? I don't know if that's really the best thing to say, but sure.
You can't always get what you want.
She does seem to have a sense of humor.
The thing is, the box didn't break me, though I confess it taught me to hate. One night, I killed a scholar. With my needle through his fragile old skull, he fell headfirst upon his writing desk, blood mingling with spilt ink.
I gotta say, the music's going really well with this story of yours.
It's when I saw the ink that timid thoughts of rebellion first bloomed. Back in my dark room, I dipped my needle that killed the scholar in his own ink, and engraved his name in my skin. I'd remember him. I'd honor him with vengeance. His name was the first, but many more followed.
Ask if you may see the name.
Of course.
She bares her left arm and shows you the name. You softly run your finger across it.
Nindaran. He was Turashar, a keeper of stories. I'm sure he was loved by many. People like him, the beloved dead, they kept me going. Then, one day, it happened. A gush of wind, a sliver of light. Light! I hardly knew it for what it was. A simple oversight that comes with habit. A door, left slightly ajar. That was all I needed to feel a rush of blood, a thirst for liberation like never before. I tore at the shackles that kept me chained to the floor, iron thick as a smith's wrists. Of course they wouldn't budge, they never did before. But now that I saw the light, something welled up inside me, a raw and undeniable burst of power. The shackles broke, and next thing I knew, I was free. I stood alone outside the ruins of a fortress, snow-capped peaks all around me. But the sun, oh, the sun. I had risen as if from the grave, and she kissed me back to life.
Sigh deeply, you stand quite perplexed. What a story that was. So there she stood in the middle of nowhere. Ask what happened next.
Why, I traveled back to civilization and had myself a long, luxurious bath.
Oh, care to describe the bath a little bit more in greater detail? Ask Sabine what, oh, okay, I see. Ask Sabine why she kills her chosen targets with a needle. Why not use a sword or a dagger? So it's like a literal needle?
I was given my needle by the master. Guess I'm just sentimental like that.
Come on. Say there has to be more to it than that. Roll your eyes. If she doesn't want to answer, she simply shouldn't answer.
Fine, if it means that much to you.
Yeah, it does.
She draws her needle and holds it up between thumb and index finger.
Go on. Ever so gently touch the tip.
Very well. I'll reach out and gently place a finger on the needle's tip.
Barely have you touched the needle's pinpoint surface when it pierces your fingertip's bone, marrow deep.
Sharp little minx, isn't she? Sibyl, this needle was forged in an altogether different world. It wasn't wrought upon a crude anvil hammered into shape with rough blows. No, it was cast with demon precision. It is absolutely priceless. And it's yours.
Oh, I see.
The master's own words. And he was right. As an instrument of assassination, it's absolutely priceless. But one day soon, he'll find out just how much he overspent on his gifts for little old me. Just why this needle is a girl's best friend. One might say I'm a bit of a sucker for poetic justice.
Nice. Alright, that's fine. Losa, do you have anything you want to say to me, maybe? Some, sweet and tender words?
Oh, hey.
Aha, sweet and tender music. Ask about the deal she struck with Jahan.
It's a two-parter. First, I'll run a little favor for him, taking out an enemy of his called the Advocate, and he'll help me grow my capacity for Source. All the better to fight the demon with, according to him.
Well, I mean, we did do a favor for him in the past, like a long time ago, where I think he got us to kill some demon named Beelzebub or something. I forget.
After that's done, he'll be able to exorcise the demon. It's almost too simple to be true. I guess we'll see what kind of fellow this Advocate turns out to be.
Right. Say'd like to talk about some of the people you've met lately.
What, this old gaggle of weirdos?
I guess I don't know if... Do we want to talk to her about this? How about later? Seems like that's just kind of more generic conversation. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Alright, that's fine. Oh, hello. Oh, masked servant. And who is this? Spirit of Zimski. Zimski?
Come on, mistress. Hear me. Heed me. You've always had a glint in your eye for old Zimski. Don't abandon me now.
Zimski mutters to himself as he traces sigils in the dirt. He spies you, and a shrewd look brightens his eyes. He stretches out a hand, showing you a solitary coin on his palm.
Heads or tails?
Choose heads, choose tails. Outlaw, say that it's bad luck to gamble on the unknown. What are the stakes? Or reach out and consume his source.
A canny one, you are.
Damn right.
That's what Lady Luck herself always whispered to me in the night. Much good it did me. All my life I served her, and see how it ends? In the dirt. Just the same as everybody else.
Well, what did you expect? Like, immortality?
Turning from you, he crouches back to the dirt. He resumes tracing esoteric sigils, his fingertips swirling through the graveyard clay.
Ask Zimski what he's trying to draw.
Signs, the caller. Oh, Lady Luck always came when I called. For 30 years we roamed Rivellon together. She was my faithful mistress, from card game to wager to grift. She was the life of me. Yet she wants no dead man. Now I cannot influence even a coin toss. But you breathe. I'll wager you've more use for my gifts than I do. Here, tell me what you truly value. If my lady sees fit, I'll give you what I truly value in return.
Say that you value being alive quite a bit. Tell Zimski your values are none of his business. Tell him that discipline and obedience taught you the meaning of value. Tell him you value freedom more than coin, or frown and state that helping others gives your life value and meaning. Definitely not the last. Alright, let's go with the outlaw option.
Good enough.
He smiles a foxy smile as he stabs claw-like fingers at your chest. He begins to trace sigils on your flesh. Though you cannot feel his fingers upon your skin, something inside you shifts. You feel a coldness, and a sick longing seeps into your heart.
Stand firm and allow Zemsky to continue tracing sigils on you.
He croons incantations as he works, and his voice is like the throwing of 1,000 dice inside your brain. Your body is suddenly filled with lust for coin and craving for more.
Now you feel her touch. Now Lady Luck sings in your blood as she once did in mine. Now I feel nothing.
Okay then. What do we get? We get dog chewed bones? Is that what we got? Burial note from... Okay, no, that's not it. What do we get? Source potion? That's not it. I have no idea what we got. Hammered scale boots? That can't be it. I feel like I saw something. I definitely saw something. I feel like we received something from him. Maybe it's one of these? That can't be it. I don't know. I'm actually not sure what we received. Is there like logs that I can check? No. Apparently not. Good grief. Alright, fine. Apparently we received something, or at least I think we received something, but I honestly have no idea what. Is there anything else to do around here, or are we just kind of like wasting our time? Should we actually go into talk to Riker or whatever? What is this? Surrey's tomb. Ah, that's the tomb that we need to raid for Tunguska or whatever the fuck his name is, right? What is this? I don't think I've seen this before. Holy crap, holy.
Lizard death rites are nothing if not dramatic.
Spirit of a lizard.
It's hard not to feel some pride in reptilian engineering. I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest. Eventually, he threw it into the flames. But still it sits there, indestructible. He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor salamander that he dragged back to his ghastly home.
Okay, not quite sure I understood what you meant there, but sure. A thrice-bound chest. Apparently we should try to get that out of there, I guess. Can we just teleport that out of there, or what's the dealio? Like, is there something special with it? A dead lizard assassin. I'm assuming this place has something to do with the Red Prince, maybe. Alright, well, let's get this thing out of there, at the very least. And then see if we can't unlock it.
The chest before you is wreathed in flame, but doesn't seem to be actually burning. The flames dance above the ancient pictograms depicting lizards and the ancient empire.
Okay.
You lean in to examine the images further, but are driven back by the intense heat of the flame.
Well...
The chest before you is... You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges. It hisses and clicks, but doesn't make any sense.
Okay, sorry. You consider trying to find some lockpicks in your bag, but looking at the chest, you don't see any keyhole. Demand that the chest open in the name of the divines, in the name of the gods, or yell at it. Name of the gods?
The chest's chatter gets louder and angrier. It refuses to open.
Maybe we need to be a lizard to do this. Alright, well, let me give that a try. Let's put that on and then turn into a lizard and see if that has any effect on this whatsoever. Alright, Fabrosi, looking fantastic.
The chest before you is covered in old ancient empire pictograms. You consider trying to find some lockpicks in your bag, but looking at the chest, you don't see any keyhole. You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges. It hisses and clicks, but doesn't make any sense.
Aha, demand that the chest opens in the language of your people. We can talk in lizard.
The chest responds, but you still can't understand it. It's a lizard dialect, all right, but it sounds ancient. The only word you can make out is Zara, a common name back in the ancient empire. The chest refuses to open.
Okay.
It's hard not to feel some pride in I watched an elf. He did not leave
Okay, fine. That's it's great for us, I guess. Huh. Interesting. Oh wait, sorry, Fabrosi, for a second there I thought you looked like a midget. But no, it's just the trick of perspective. Got it, cool. Alright, should we try to maybe... Is there a way to get rid of this fire? Alright, Losa, can you try making it rain? I know it's already raining, but, you know, maybe just some active rain might actually get rid of some of this. Ah, look at that. It's actually not working. Good grief. I suppose we should try to just Phoenix... Oh, no, wait. Oops. Apparently, we can just cross over this way. Wow. Leave it to me to really overcomplicate shit. Dead lizard assassins. Huh. And a lizard corpse. Fantastic. With nothing in it. Great. Isn't that just the best? And a lizard dagger. Well, we'll take that too. But maybe we actually have to be the Red Prince in order to be able to unlock this thing. I have no idea. But I think we're gonna have to end things off for now. We'll come back tomorrow, explore a little bit more of the place here. What the hell is that? Yeah, we'll explore a little bit more of this place here, and then afterwards we'll probably go into Riker's rest or mansion or whatever, and find out what the dealio is with this entire place. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.